Trade this damn camera
All
in.
right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode. I done ran into my mic already. Welcome to another episode of Three Mics No Filter, where you're gonna get real talk from real people. Where we invite you to come and be a part. No doubt, come and be a part of our conversation. Kind of eavesdrop, sit back and relax. Listen to some of the things that we talk about. Get your popcorn.
It's eavesdropping without permission. You know what I'm saying?
This
is the only way you get to do it, though.
Right. Yeah, because you're gonna get some good shit when you when you come here and hang out with us.
Unless you a Sprite or a Budweiser or what's another one? Nike. I mean,
yeah. We ain't got no sponsors yet though. So
yeah, email. You need to stay in the center frame. Center frame.
Look.
Yeah, because
he leaning to the mic.
Hey, you can.
You know what I'm saying?
You can move up, but you just gotta.
No, here we go. There we go.
All right, there you go. Okay, all right.
We all rogue today.
Yeah, that's how how we roll.
My bad.
Hey, as y'all know, on mic 1, Melvanti, getting us started off. Next on mic 2.
Lion. It's the Rogue Lion. It's Tone. It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Hollywood mode again. Inglewood mode, I should say. Yeah, let's go.
That's how you do it, y'all.
All right, what's up, good people? I'm on the third mic. This E. First of all, I want to say good shout out to Don Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. They did the damn thing.
Yo,
they ended a dynasty, and to be honest, there's only one dynasty left, and that's the Dodgers. Because I'm a big fan of dynasties.
Hey,
I support dynasties.
Yeah.
So good shout out to the Gamecocks.
Yeah. Shout out that Dodger dynasty. That's what he right about that one though. Yeah,
it is. That's the only one left.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah,
we
don't take that.
Hey, that is good shit. But yeah, also definitely shout out to Gamecocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for handling their
Texas
business.
ladies went down today, so I'm sorry about that. But
we all doing.
Fuck UCLA.
You know what I'm
saying? She the fly. Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's
tell
serious
me how
about
you
that.
really feel.
Fuck with
what
UCLA.
they do to you, E?
Like that.
What UCLA do to you?
So when my son was being recruited a few years ago,
I need to know.
Yeah, they were talking shit to us.
Hey, who hurt you, dog?
Shit?
Who hurt you?
Huh? In the third grade?
UCLA. Yeah.
UCLA.
Wait.
Who hurt you,
They're
dog?
talking shit?
Yes,
the
man.
recruiters?
Yeah, yes. They called me like I called them. They was talking to me like I called them. Like, you call me.
Yeah. I've been explaining that.
You want my son to play for you. So they wanted him to record his weight, like video record his weight every week. And they was just talking mad shit. Like they were the only school offering a scholarship.
Wow.
And I was like, no.
Yeah, fuck UCLA.
Lil E, he got a couple of options.
Yeah, that Lil E ain't little, for the record.
That's what's up.
He whoop your ass.
That's a fact.
I'm glad I'm Godfather then. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, I don't want no smoke.
That's facts for sure.
It just turned me off. I mean, it was a bad taste in my mouth.
It turned me off too. Fuck UCLA. I'm USC anyway, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's fight on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm neither one of them, so
we know, nigga. We know.
I'm Midwest.
That nigga's all one. Midwest. It ain't from Midwest.
Hey, you right, Tom. All one. All rolled in one. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. You consistent. I keep saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to spread it around a little bit. I like a little variety. You know what I'm saying? I like to go back home, see what she talking about.
The spice of life. So
yeah. You know, SC. My wife's initials is SC, so you know that shit got.
Yeah, no doubt.
And when you drive through the SC campus, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. No, I'm saying. Drive through that SC campus.
It's been years. Yeah, I haven't been that in years.
I tell you that.
Yeah,
but that ain't the best of neighborhoods either.
It's not.
Surrounding.
It's not. It is not. We know. We used to.
Late. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We used to be up through there.
Yeah,
and it's
tell
still
him you call him back, E.
I know.
This
motherfucker,
sister, brother here.
Hey,
well, you be doing all kind of.
Can I ask a question though? I want to ask a question. Who the hell keeps their phone on ring right now? Like, who does that? I didn't know.
Actually, I thought my phone was on silent.
I thought people keep their phone on silent. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
mine on do not disturb.
Right.
Cause y'all
Yeah,
that
no doubt.
important. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
The
So I
only way
like
a
to check
person,
real
the only
quick.
way a person hit me is if they hit me and then it's on my watch because I
Yeah,
get it
because
on my
everybody
watch.
who really looking for me is in this motherfucker right now.
Yeah. So yeah,
You know
that
what I'm saying?
that was my
Look at my
travel agent
mama.
calling me.
Your
Oh, ain't
bookie?
this a bitch?
No, travel agent.
Your
No,
travel
no,
agent.
no.
Yeah, travel agent.
Oh,
Travel agent.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
you
bad.
know,
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. He got a
Yeah,
personal
yeah.
travel agent.
I get to
Right.
My
make a
bad.
payment on the trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like you when
Oh
I
shit.
grow up.
Oh
So
yeah. They calling
yeah.
you at late at night. They need that money.
10
Yeah, they work
He
o'clock.
late.
said, run that.
They work late.
They
Yeah.
work late. They only do
That ain't
like
no travel agent, nigga. Yeah,
They want their money.
that ain't your travel agent, nigga. That's that. I know what that is. Nigga,
yeah,
they
yeah.
say,
Hey,
you still coming?
yeah. Way to put that down as a travel agent. You know, that's how you
Yeah,
put it in your phone.
smart. Hey,
Travel
Travel agent.
agent.
niggas be
Travel
using
agent.
dominoes. This nigga
Yeah,
says travel
yeah.
agent. Look, I'm gonna use
Why the
that one.
hell is
I
your
mean, I ain't
travel
gonna
agent
use it.
calling you
Oh
at 10
man.
o'clock at night? Yeah, oh, they
Why
trying to
is
give
a
me a good
travel
deal.
agent calling
They're
you at
trying to get.
2:30?
They're trying to give me a good deal. That's all. They're
There we
trying to give
go.
me a good
And
flight.
why is
Hey,
Yeah,
they
they
get
always
a
drunk?
good
working.
flight. Yeah, get a good
Yeah,
flight. That's all.
I mean, yeah.
That's all.
Well, you know, I
Yeah.
because we going to Singapore,
All right.
so I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
Bangkok.
All right, check this
Oh
out.
man.
So hey, today
Oh
episode
Lord.
we're gonna talk about a couple little different
Yo.
things. As y'all
Hey man,
know,
edit that out, man.
as y'all
I'm gonna
know, we
spit
had some,
that out.
as
Take
y'all
this
know,
shit
we
out of
had
there.
some, we had
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong
some
with me?
situations with some, we had the situations with some drones here in the state. So we're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about them kids, man. We're gonna talk about them damn
And fuck
kids.
them
What's going
kids.
on?
Mhm.
Hey, what's
Fuck
going on
them
with the
kids.
kids, man? We're gonna talk about that because let me tell you, the teachers aren't too happy about what's happening with the kids. You
They
know what I'm
need
saying?
discipline. That's yeah.
Yeah.
We whoop they
Uh,
ass. We used to get our ass
then
whooped. I
oh,
digress.
for sure. Hey, that's what's
Yeah,
missing, but we're gonna talk about that too. So,
hell yeah.
and then we talk about just some other little stuff that's going on within, within the culture. You know what I'm saying, and kind of touch on some things. So yeah, like I said, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. Pour you a little something or whatever it is that you do, roll you
Roll
up
it,
one,
light it.
and
You know what I'm saying? Put it
what's
in the
that?
air.
Hey, what's that?
Have a good
Good
Roll that
time.
time.
shit,
Let's
light
have a
that
good
shit,
time.
smoke it. You know what I'm
Smoke
saying?
that
So
shit.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Um,
Yeah, I like
so
that.
uh, so like as I mentioned, we did get reports, about some drone activity over, one of our Air Force bases. As you know, all three of us are veterans of the military, and
The
so
best
when we hear
branch.
stuff, no
You know
doubt,
what I
no doubt,
mean?
yeah.
You
So
know what
when
I'm
we
saying?
hear
Yeah, I
something like
say,
this,
yeah.
when we
I
hear stuff
did.
like this, like of course our ears, perk up, and something we definitely want to talk about. So, Emil, why don't you lead us off in this?
all right. So it was a report March 9th through March 15th. There were two separate waves of drones that flew over Barksdale Air Force Base, and that's kind of close to Shreveport, Louisiana. So Shreveport,
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 Shreve,
Shreve.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's my sixth grade education coming out.
That's
And
his country
so,
coming out. That
yeah, I know,
country
right?
ass nigga
That's
coming
what
out.
I was
My
gonna
bad.
say. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
my
you got
fault.
a
My
map.
bad, E.
Hey, hey,
I could just see that getting clipped up and you getting fucked up out
yeah,
there. I had to try
but
to look out for you. Go ahead.
right
I got you
because
though.
you have a graduate's degree, so that's not a sixth grade education. You got a graduate degree. So what that's called is alcohol. That's what it's called.
No, this is only
it
my
ain't
second
in
beer.
linguistics though. It ain't
Right?
in
Yeah,
linguistics. He ain't got
Yeah,
no
yeah.
no degree in linguistics. You feel me?
no, but my eyes is watering
Facts.
because
My bad.
we were laughing earlier. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm tearing. This shit was funny.
yeah. Y'all should see the
So
pregame. This nigga Mel froze. Oh shit, there you go. All right,
that's
we gotta get serious. Come on, let's
the
go.
That
behind the
was me.
scenes.
Yeah,
The behind the scenes is something
I would agree
terrible.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
need
would
to
agree with that.
record that shit.
I know. We're gonna get
So
some of that.
so my thing
Yeah.
was it was observed and it was reported by security forces. And my thing is wasn't that done because this is a nuclear base that we have here in
Mm,
America. And it also holds
Barksdale.
our Barksdale.
That's what I was
It,
about to say. Is that Barksdale?
yeah, Barksdale. And it also holds our B-52s. And those are
Mm.
our bombers.
That's the
So
headquarters where they like the
mhm,
main base that
yeah,
they fly out of.
yeah, And
Okay.
this is some serious shit because
No, that's some
these dr
serious shit.
these drones were, like, basically observing. They were recording, observing, and so my thing was, what happens if these drones were armed and they got over sensitive areas? Because
Shit.
out of the 30 drones that flew over, only 1 was made, like, just homemade, basically. The other
Homemade,
29
like a
mm,
regular drone, like what
yeah,
I got, like a
yeah,
little one. But you're
Yeah.
saying the other
So,
ones were military drones,
yeah, because they couldn't be hacked and they couldn't, what's the word I'm looking for?
jam,
They
the
couldn't be jammed.
anti-jamming,
And they were f
but what?
and they were large range capability drones.
long range.
But
Mhm.
but why? So my question is, why couldn't we pick that up on radar? I
That's a
guess
good
that's my
question.
question.
That's a very good question. Because
Are
And
we
and
we
have
if
because
it's
are
we
are they looking for that? Are we looking for that? Like, is that something we just take for granted because we don't assume? Do we know where they
but
came from?
no, we don't. Because I checked, today, and the last report was 2 days ago, and, the report that came out of Barksdale was, "Everything's okay. The drones is not a threat," in the story. That's all we got.
that's
We
that point.
military. We're
That's that
military,
That's the
right?
bullshit.
point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's the point.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's that
yeah.
bullshit. Yeah,
So
nothing to
That's the
see
point.
here. It-
Right.
You know
That's
what
so
I
not the
we
mean?
know
point.
what that
Move
means.
on. That is
It's
not
not
the
the point
point.
that they weren't a
We
threat.
definitely need to check on some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
So
Yeah.
kinda
then,
scary.
how do we know if we don't know where they came from? How do we know this isn't us?
Uh,
Like,
oh,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
I mean, we don't
Check.
because we do have sleeper cells that are
I'm I'm gonna be
apparently
honest with you.
activated.
That's
I'm gonna be
scary.
honest with you.
See,
We
but that's
know.
how terrorism works. Go
No,
ahead.
but we know. We
We
know.
we
We
know.
know what?
We
What we
they
know.
saying we don't know where they came from. We know.
They
We know.
absolutely know,
One
right?
so
They're just
one of
not
the
telling
things
the world.
correct. So one of the things
Okay.
that we have found out about this current administration that's you know involved in running the country or run the country into the ground, I should say,
You
is
should.
that for one they lie a lot. They lie
Mhm.
a hell of a lot. Two,
They lie too much.
they lie way too much, and
I it's a whole lot.
they don't give up information, and they don't give up information is because they typically know that they on some shady bullshit. Now, I don't know like what all that means, but here's another thing too. You if you saying to us that you don't know where they came from, and then okay, that's cool, because I think that there's times when we've had things happen in the military where we don't tell the public everything because we don't want to
Mhm.
alarm people.
Definitely.
But what bothers me, because about this administration is, you know, in this particular case, what if they are telling the truth and they don't know what the hell is going on? Like to me, that's even more frightening,
Yeah.
No, that's
because
what's frightening. Yeah, you're right.
we do know that when they came aboard, they did all this DEI, restructuring, and pulled out all these really qualified people
Mhm.
who were in key positions to lead our military. And then they went in and put in all these, and I'm just gonna say it, these good old white boys that they wanted to fill these particular spots.
And the trends.
Yolos. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and don't know the asshole from a hole in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is for me, and I think for all of us, that is probably the more I think terrifying thing is that they telling us, oh, there's nothing to see here, they weren't a threat, but we all know that it's not about it not being a threat. It's about how did they get to the point to where they were able to be over the base, and don't know what they did. They took pictures or whatever the case is.
Restricted
Um,
area. You gotta remember
Could
it's
right.
a
have did
restricted area.
anything.
Yeah.
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 So
But
yeah.
see, I guess what I'm saying too is because we don't trust the administration and there is all this um cover up and lies and misinformation. That's the word. Misinformation that goes
Yeah.
around. I wouldn't put it
Yeah.
it doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility to because they're long range drones, then I guess it could fly from somewhere else. But I mean, what's to keep them from them being ours? And then we fly them over, like to cause a panic, especially
Well,
over
because they
a nuclear base with B-52s. And,
Mhm.
just because terrorism is, just scaring people, right?
That's exactly what
So,
it is, yeah.
so if we all scared, then that's working. And then that gives them more leeway to do goofy stuff that they do. Then we also know that today or yesterday, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, just let go of 3 Army generals. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? One
Yeah.
of them was, like a 3-star. It was like a 3-star, a 2-star, and I think a brigadier. One of them's the director of chaplains, which has never been let go before in the history of the
Well, because you know
country.
they purged the chaplains, right? So
Why?
you know how well, because they're pushing this white Christian nationalist, kind of ideology, this whole Christianity thing. So that's what so they purged a lot of the, because
Oh,
we had chaplains that represented all the different types of faith.
Mhm. Yeah.
So they
oh, but he's the
yeah,
director of all of the
so
chaplains.
so they've purged but they purged a lot of those. So they don't have all of those different
So they don't need a
denominations.
director no more because we just gonna use the ones that we want. Other,
Oh yeah, yeah,
hey
because they're in
man, this
charge.
shit sound crazy.
So because
This
they're in
shit sound
charge.
more and more, you know what I mean? Like
But that's why I say that like this is
making
a
America
problem.
great.
But that's why I say that this is a problem, though. It's a problem
No, it's
because
a big
you
problem.
you you bring in like you take away all these people who are skilled in what they did.
They know
Like
what they're doing.
that's
Yeah,
what makes our
and
country
the check and
strong.
balance,
That's what
right?
makes our country strong, is that we have these really great people in these positions who have years of experience, who understand what
Decades.
needs to be done. Yeah, and so when you wipe all that out and you put in people in just for the sake of that's who that's your homie, we all know that
That's
that
gonna
type of
agree
shit
with
doesn't work
you
out.
because
We
he
know that
only
that
wants
shit don't
yes
work out.
people around him. You know what I'm saying? Supreme
Yeah,
Court. He mad at them because they're not doing what he wants them to
yeah,
do.
yeah. He's
The
Mhm.
hot as fish
finance
grease.
secretary
Yeah,
person, what, why aren't you going up on the interest rate? Like he wants the interest rate
yeah,
lowered more and he don't
yeah.
care. He just wants whatever
No,
he
he
wants
doesn't.
and he's tearing shit up. I'm sorry. I'm
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
blood pressure.
You're
Blood
absolutely right.
pressure.
You're absolutely right. He doesn't care, and he's really great at just breaking shit. That's what he's
Yeah.
Y'all
great at.
letting them do this shit.
That's what he's great. Yeah, and I'm
Y'all,
gonna tell you
because
something.
I ain't
Look,
do it.
and I'm gonna say this, a lot of times, we talk, people talk bad about the Democrats, and rightfully so, because you would think that they need to be doing more. But one of the things that we also have to understand is that the Republicans run all branches of the government. They run
Yeah.
all branches of the government.
The House
There's
and the
no
Senate.
check and
So
balance.
they
Yeah.
run executive, they run Congress, legislative, and they run the judiciary. So they run all the branches. So then if
They
when
just
shit is
run it
fucked
free.
up as it is, then, like, again, I'm not saying that Democrats have done everything right, but the Republicans control everything. So if you want something changed and want something done, then they're the ones to do it, because the Democrats don't have the numbers to do that. They're
And they're
doing
not
what
gonna
they
do it
can.
because they're trying to win midterms at this point, secure their
Oh,
midterms,
but
the Republican Party.
but
So,
but I'm gonna tell
what
you
they
something.
say.
They need to hang that shit up, because
I hope so.
a day of reckoning is coming. I'm telling you, the day of
We
reckoning,
gotta get out
because
and vote.
you can't continue to do this bullshit and expect to get away with it. Like, you just can't. Like, you just can't continue to just shit on people
Getting
and
away with
just
it
do the
though.
stuff that you do. So far, yes. So far, but understand, we're having small wins. There are small victories. That's why they tell people to fight. That's why they tell people, like, take them to court, because a lot of people that have taken them to court, they have won. Oh, god damn it! Oh, there you go. My camera had froze. A lot of people that take them to court, they won. So you can't be scared. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be scared. You can't be
Yeah, you gotta
afraid
fight.
to step out on the limb, and you know what I'm saying,
And it's
and,
gonna
and,
take
and
all
risk
of us
everything.
too. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure.
It takes everybody showing up,
Yeah,
doing the work. Because now I'm also hearing he's trying to um, limit mail-in voting, or not,
Yeah.
yeah,
or take it
He's been
away
doing
all the
that,
way.
yeah. He's been
yeah,
doing that,
But
yeah.
yeah.
man,
Hey, but hold on. So here, shit, the hypocrisy of
no,
this, though, because he
I
he
know,
did
I
mail-in
know,
voting.
I know.
So the
That's how he got over
Mhm.
hypocrisy.
last. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
Turn
know.
that shit off. You know
So
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's
that's
a
what I'm saying.
motherfucker.
Like, because
Straight up.
look,
Yeah,
look, look, man, you can only play in our face for so motherfucking long.
Mhm.
Just keep it real. You only can play in
Well,
our
I
face for
mean,
so long because it's
if
going to
people aren't
come
paying
to an end.
attention though, Melvati, like, you know what I'm saying? You're right. I'm with you, but I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're wrong. You know, I'm gonna still talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But these things, we ain't doing it. And then and you know, people are, oh, that don't concern me. That don't concern me. You know what I mean? And then like I think we talked about before, like, you know, it's a problem.
That's
It is.
that's the most dangerous thought process when people say,
But
"That don't
that's
concern
how
me,"
we think though.
or,
That
Right.
you
yeah,
know, "How's that gonna affect me?" I
yeah.
mean,
I don't
Well,
it's
give a
gonna
damn.
affect you in
but
the long run.
Shit. He paid,
but
he
but
sent me
but
money.
un,
Shit.
but
He wrote
understand
my
it's
check.
a But see, now it's really affecting people because people are starting to, gas prices is tearing people in the ass. Food prices is tearing people up. You know what I mean?
Woo!
The economy isn't moving. You didn't bring jobs
Shambles.
back.
The
You
Dow
lost
Jones is in
jobs.
shambles.
But
Yeah.
also look at this. He controls that. One day he says something, the fucking stock market goes up. Next day he says something, the stock market goes down. He is
Yeah. I see
manipulating
it.
the stock market on purpose to to
Family.
to help his people. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see all these things that are happening. I'm just saying that it's going to have to come to a head.
This
It's
man
going to have to come
said
to a head.
this war is gonna be over in 2 days or 2 weeks. Like
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
gets up there and says whatever
Says
Whatever.
whatever he wants.
fool
Mhm.
ass
Yeah,
shit pops
yeah.
in his
Yeah, and then the media is controlled, so they're only going to report. That's why, to get news, you have to
it's
go out and
crazy.
seek good information.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
So
for sure.
he doesn't even talk to CNN. He
yeah,
don't.
No,
it's a
he
lot
doesn't
of them you
talk to
don't
any
talk
of
to.
the outlets that he doesn't
No,
want to.
yeah,
Mm.
The
yeah,
motherfucker started his own fucking social media platform
right,
to be
yeah,
able to spew all the
right.
garbage he wants to spew. Man,
That's why
this
he put
man
all
is
that shit out there.
fucking nutty, bro. Like,
No doubt, no doubt,
and I think
no
part
doubt.
of his plan is to frustrate, you know, us,
Yes,
like
yeah,
people like us that like
yeah.
how we just get so frustrated. Like, to be honest, I find myself not listening because it's just so infuriating and it sounds goofy. Do y'all know this man told I, he said something about he the general he knows more than a general because he went to a military high school. He said that.
You mean
Like,
this the
what's
five
wrong with
time
you,
draft
man?
dodger, the 5 time
Come on.
draft dodger?
That guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
yeah,
went to a military high school, so
yeah,
I know more than a
yeah,
fucking general. Do you know what you gotta do to be a fucking general?
yeah.
Like, that's so disrespectful,
No,
bro.
he doesn't. No,
Man.
Tony, he doesn't.
No, he
He
doesn't. You're
doesn't.
right. He has
Yeah,
no fucking clue.
yeah. He ain't
You
got a
Nah.
have
clue. Mm-mm.
no fucking clue, sir. Fucker. I'm
Then
sorry.
and
I'm
now,
about to get in
have you
trouble,
heard?
bro.
No, no. But check this out. You've heard too. I don't know if you've heard. The a lot of the like with everything that's going on in the military, a lot of people are applying for to be conscientious objectors. So because they don't believe in what's going on and what's happening in the war,
Man,
so they're trying to
I feel
file
it.
for that so that they can, yeah, so they can get out the military. So yeah.
I saw,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
saw
It's gone up a lot, and I've been hearing on TV. They've been, I shouldn't say TV because not it's just not on TV, but I've been hearing in the social media squares that like they have these companies that are have numbers for people to reach out so that they if that's what they want to do that they help them work through the process and help them do what they need to do to file paperwork. But one of the issues Hexaf has kind of stopped a lot of shit. Like, I still got a couple of folks that's in the military, and I actually talked to them, over the past week. One of the things that they said to me was like, man, your timing could not have been better. Because if I had still been
you
in, then
called it though.
I wouldn't have been
But
able to retire right now because they shut
they
all that shit
blocked it.
down.
Oh. Oh
Look at my
Oh
wow.
yeah,
dog.
they shut all that
See,
down. Yeah, there's
God
none of that.
knows.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man.
so yeah, so man, hey, but here's the thing though. The main thing is we got to just keep talking about shit. We got to
Yeah,
keep bringing things up.
yeah,
Because here's the thing. Think about this. So we're doing all this talk, right? We're talking about the military, what's happening with the military, we're talking about gas prices, we're talking about the war, all these different
Care.
things, healthcare. But you know what know what has been lost in all of this now? The
So,
Epstein files.
oh,
Mhm.
The Epstein files.
every time.
The
Yeah.
Every
Epstein
time. I
files have been
forgot. I'm
lost
not
in
gonna
this.
lie. I forgot.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. He playing
Exactly.
that Missouri, the Kansas City
Yes.
Shuffle so
Kansas City
cold, bruh.
Shuffle.
Yes.
So
Yes.
smooth, bruh. That
Yes.
boy.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. So
Hey,
so
damn.
uh,
Yeah.
so
Keep that shit
so
up.
so that shows desperation to me, because it's like, if you are going to put this country in harm's way like this, all because you are a foul motherfucker and you don't want to get popped for the foul shit that you've done, and for the foul shit that a
Mhm.
bunch of
Oh, I
other people
pray.
have done with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that speaks to the person
Yeah.
that you are. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure that Epstein files are still out there, so that
Yeah.
way people don't forget
Hashtag
about,
Epstein files.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way
Run
people
that.
don't forget
Yeah.
about this, because you got
Hell
these
yeah.
janky motherfuckers that's running this country, that's doing all this janky shit. You know what I'm saying? And so people they need to be called
So
on it,
we
you
ain't
know?
looking at the janky shit you was doing back in the day when you thought you was getting over by doing the janky shit.
I mean,
Right?
because he was a privilege. So
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Yeah,
You
for
know.
sure.
Yeah.
Woo.
So yeah,
Okay,
man.
wait,
I
real
know.
quick to wrap that up though.
What's that?
We
Uh-huh.
don't know where the drones came from. There's two
We
waves,
don't.
15 each.
Right.
Our size drones, folks. So just so y'all understand, these aren't small, the little drones that I play with. These are the
No,
size
they're
of
not like, yeah,
Suburban.
they're not like that.
mhm.
They're because when I was still in, we had some at our base, and they are good sized drones. They are.
Yeah,
These things
yeah,
are
they're
huge.
those, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? And so they flying over, they were not armed, but they had anti-jamming, so you couldn't jam them to bring them
Mm-mm.
down.
So not
And we don't know where they came from. We don't know who sent them, and there's nothing to worry
alleged.
about. There's nothing
Yeah,
to see here. Okay.
right.
mhm.
All right. So,
Hmm.
And so my
Yes,
thing is,
it's perfect, Tony.
not
Yes,
not not one
yes.
of those drones was shot down.
because we
Not
didn't
one.
know about them. You feel me? We
'Cause They,
couldn't.
they
It's like,
came.
I know.
They
hey,
No,
what the
came.
fuck?
no.
I mean, that
They
should have
came
looked
and
like
did
a
their
flock.
business and
Is
left.
anybody?
That's it.
Go ahead.
Because that shit should have looked like a flock of fucking seagulls flying
Yeah,
over the thing. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like if they're watching the radar, because that just tells me
Exactly.
somebody's not watching the radar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They just like, oh, I'm in Louisiana, I'm chilling, I'm safe. Bring
No.
me
So
some gumbo,
the report
motherfucker.
was they were observed by security forces, like physically eye to
They
eye
seen them though,
observed.
right?
Yeah.
I. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, what's that up there?
You
A
just
bunch
gonna
I
of them.
mean,
pretend like you don't see them? You just
I
what?
mean, that's again, that is what you would consider a high
Should have
security
got that shit
base,
down. But no.
uh, because
That's why I think
of
it could be an inside job. I'm sorry. That's why I'm thinking this is some inside job to scare the
hey,
public. But
I know
hey,
then
that's a good. That's a
you
good
didn't
point.
I ain't
know, and
mad.
then you
We
just
can put on
shut
our
it all
conspiracy
down.
hat. We can put
You
on
know
our
Mhm.
what I'm
conspiracy
saying?
hats. I ain't mad at that.
But then you
Yeah,
shut it down. Like, oh, nothing to see here. That's even scarier. Like the shit is frightening, bruh. Like,
Mhm.
but okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
some good shit, E.
yeah. No doubt.
And oh man, I can go
Appreciate
down
that.
this. I can go down this rabbit hole because I mean, who we not talking about? I mean, we're talking about Iran. We're talking about Russia.
China.
Who we not? Bingo. We're not
Hmm.
Yeah,
talking about China.
right.
And don't forget North Korea still in the mix.
Oh shit.
So
Look,
yeah.
y'all know how much money,
Uh,
if China called in all our debt, we're done.
For sure. Yeah,
It's a
we
wrap.
already. Yeah,
yeah, we know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
throwing that out there.
yeah,
If I'm China, I'm
yeah.
not throwing no munitions at you. I just call your debt. Run me my paper, playboy.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Pay what
You
you
well.
feel
owe.
me?
So,
Pay
hey,
what you
we
owe.
know, we all know he don't know what he doing. So they know he don't know what he
They
doing.
like, hey, this yeah. That's
Yeah,
why they letting
so
them be in
clue.
there. You know what I'm saying? So they can,
Yeah,
I know
Hmm.
you're gonna mess some
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, good shit, E. Appreciate that,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Yeah, that's a good shit to start us off with. So look. as we were talking, earlier about how they're, um, the you know, I think that this generation is a little bit different,
A
especially
little
like
bit
even when it
different.
comes to the military. You know, even when it comes to the military, because I understand the conscience subjector thing. I do. I'm not saying that I don't. I just also think that that when you join the military and you're sacrificing yourself, that you're built a little bit differently. You deal with some stuff that you don't typically deal with, and so with that understanding of how this generation is a little differently built a little differently, I think you see that as these generations are coming up, and so I say that because I wanted to bring up a conversation about the kids nowadays. And so what I have this article that I got from the Hill, and the person that wrote this, I always want to try to give credit to folks when I'm
Hell yeah.
using their
As you
info.
should.
Lexi Cochran wrote from the Hill, student misbehavior are still up and teachers want parents to do more. And so this is a article that really talks about how student behavior seems like it's gotten worse, especially since the pandemic, because, kids were home, and homeschooled. And so, a lot of, doing that stuff at home, you're not interacting with
Social.
people, your
Yeah, your
peers,
social
you're just
skills.
on
Yeah.
camera. Yeah. So
Mhm.
the social skills are lacking. So I'm just gonna read a little bit about the article about what they talked about. So there was a Education Week survey that said 64% of teachers reported classroom behavior has gotten worse in the past year. So that's a good majority of the
64%.
educators, and it said
That's like
64.
two
Yeah,
thirds.
and they said, and what the yeah,
It's two out of
and
three.
so what they're citing, yeah. And so what they're citing is what they say the number one solution is that and this is more than and this is about 60% of the educators. The solution that they're saying is that they need smaller classes because they don't have enough teachers,
Teachers.
and so the classes
Mhm.
are a lot bigger. But here's an interesting fact, and the teacher said that the parents should do more should do better at instructing their kids on how to behave, and they should be more and should not undermine the consequences as
Mhm.
teachers give to the students in school. They shouldn't undermine. I shouldn't say it, not the consequences. Shouldn't undermine those things that the teachers are trying to do to kind of help curb this in the school. And so what they're also saying was that there are parents who are saying, "Hey, check this out. If my kid does something, you need to go and handle that. I don't care how big, how small. You need to handle that, and then let me know, and I'm gonna
Okay.
handle that."
Old school.
And
Oh,
so
that's old school.
there
That's old
are
school. Yeah.
yeah, so there are parents who are doing that. But what the survey said was those parents that are saying
Kids
that
don't misbehave.
those aren't the kids that have the problems.
Mm-mm.
Those aren't the kids that
Imagine
have the
that.
problems. They
It's the
said the
other
kids that
ones.
have they said the kids that have the
Listen,
problem are the kids that the
check this
parents
out.
think that they do no
Hey, let me
wrong,
tell you something, bro.
that they can do nothing
Hey,
bad.
dog.
You know what
Listen,
I'm saying?
let me
So
tell you something. Let me
yeah,
just tell you something. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I know. You know what would happen when a teacher would call my house?
That's a wrap.
yeah,
Sir,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
brother, I saw.
yeah.
I remember getting in trouble and the teacher telling me she was gonna call my house. Shout out Miss Barrett. Miss Barrett was a dirty motherfucker though. I'm just throwing that out there too. Sixth grade. Fuck Miss Barrett. Real shit. Fuck that bitch. I'm sorry. But I'm saying this
Not that you kn that not that you knew her name
nigga,
still.
she got me twisted, bro. That's a whole story, dog. I got you. But look, this heifer gonna call the crib, right? And I'm like trying to lurk, you know what I'm saying? And back then, niggas had bedtimes, bro. Nigga, I done fucked Mel up.
Yeah.
Niggas had bedtimes, dog. And so like the bedtime was probably like 8:30. My peoples was on some bullshit. I don't know. Maybe they was
Man,
getting it cracking. I don't know.
Mhm.
Sixth grade, 8:30
oh my
bedtime.
god,
Nigga, this bitch calling at like 8:37 type shit. It's too fucking late. I was lurking around the phone. I was gonna answer the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting on the fucking phone, bro. Man, this heifer called. This
god,
nigga
dog.
pulled me out. My pops pulls me out the room. I got my ass whooped, nigga. Like, I
That's
still
how it
remember
used to
that
happen.
whooping. Then you know what that bitch did? I'm sorry. I know. I know. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about how times have changed, okay? It's all I'm saying. There was a
Oh my
field trip
God.
we had. I wasn't able to go. My mama was on some bullshit. Mama, I know you watched this show. You know you was on some bullshit. You was on some bullshit. She wasn't letting me go to SeaWorld, dog. The homie was like, "Oh, you ain't going to SeaWorld? I got you." He paid the
Oh my
6.35. She
God.
didn't want to pay the $6.35 it cost to go to SeaWorld. I mean, goddamn.
You
Mhm.
remember that, huh? You remember
Brother,
that.
hold on,
He
He
hold on.
said
did.
'Cause let me tell you what
635.
happened. Let me tell
It's
you what happened.
down
Hold
to the
on.
nickel.
6.35. I got you. My boy, Clint Shirley, shout out my dog. This man, because we played pop football, Pop Warner, you know what I'm saying? Little League football.
Pop
This is
Mhm.
the
Warner. Yeah,
football
yeah.
team. His dad was the
Yeah.
coach, shit.
Right.
He gave me the money. I
Looking out
forged
for
my
you.
mom's signature. I had that shit down. I can still do it right now. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Ooh.
Boom. Had her,
I've done that before too.
she
I've
had
done that
good pen
before
and
too.
shit too. I signed it. Boom. Go to the field trip. Have a great time. The homie, they helped me out with a lunch. I was sponsored and shit. And it's fucked up.
So you
I
went.
went because the
Yeah.
homie, paid for it. I forged the signature. We get back. It was a
Uh,
Friday
so it was during school
during
time.
school.
So you
So I
went to
would have been the
school
only
like you were going to
motherfucker.
school, but then you
I would
shot
have
to
been the
the.
only motherfucker still sitting like I would have had to go across the hall to the other class. And I was in honor
Other
classes
class.
type shit. We wasn't changing classes and then and I'm the only black. I'm the only black. It was me and shout out Cabana
Oh
Branch.
my
She just got
God.
engaged. Saw that shit on Facebook. Shout out to you too.
Oh
Hey, so it's me and
Okay.
my
Cabana were the only
God,
two black
dog.
kids in this class. So I'm gonna be the only nigga
Dog.
sitting in the classroom. I can't go. This shit ain't a good look. My mom still, if you don't know, I'm still a little mad about this shit. So look, we go to this thing. When we get back,
Oh
you know what
my
I'm saying? I had a
God.
great time and shit. The homie bought me some gift shop type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hiding that shit.
Oh,
That's my
he looked
dog.
out
That's
for
what I'm
you,
saying.
dog.
That's
He
my
looked out for
partner. You
you.
know what I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I had
Yeah, he
partners.
looked out for
You
you.
feel me?
Right.
Man, my
Right.
sister had something like they had like a carnival type shit at her school that night, just coincidentally. Why Miss Barry's punk ass husband was the principal of my sister's school. You know, so my sister's my little sister. She
Oh,
like 3 years
straight.
younger, so she 3 years behind me. He like the
Uh,
principal, assistant principal, some shit like that, vice principal, some shit. We walk it through through the thing. I see Miss Barry ugly ass. She had this mole with this hair coming out of it, one of them butch cuts, shit. She
Mm-mm.
old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Some old Texas shit.
Is she still
I
living?
hope not. Fuck that bitch. So look what this bitch did.
Okay, Tom. Okay.
We bailing through. I
Oh boy.
seized the bitch. I'm like, oh shit. Sixth grade tone. I know what's up. You feel me? And then look, this is like
right.
February
Right.
1987 type shit, right? I sees her. I'm like, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
And so I try to
Oh my
redirect my
God.
mom's to some go the other way or let's go. Let's get up out of here. And like I almost got mom's turned
Right.
around. Miss Barry come running up. Oh, hi. Hey. And then they start small talking. I'm like, okay, just play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. I've been a player my whole life. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Just so y'all know, out the
Yeah.
womb, the
Mhm.
boy was a player. And just so you know. So I'm playing it cool. Then this heifer says, oh yeah, the kids had so much fun at the field trip.
She
Mm.
dry snitched, dog.
Bro. My mom
Damn.
says, oh, not Tony.
What?
Tony didn't go to the field trip. Miss Barry's like,
She said, I know.
Oh.
Tony didn't
I
go. You
know
mean the
Tony
other
didn't go.
motherfuckers, right? Because this nigga didn't go. She's like, no, he was there. You signed this slip.
Mm.
Post.
Oh.
Man, I got my ass whooped. And I got grounded for fucking ever. You see what I'm saying? Type shit. You know how I remember this shit?
Straight.
Because I was grounded. This is the All-Star game that Rolando Blackman hit the free throws to win the All-Star game. These niggas is in the other room, watching the game, loud as shit, like My
You couldn't
mama,
watch the
yeah,
game?
no, I was grounded. I was in my room. I was reading Indiana Jones over and over and over, nigga.
Shit.
The third one, Temple of Doom, with little
Damn.
shorty and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember
So
Damn.
how long were you
at
grounded
least
for?
2 weeks. I feel like it was a month. It was ever. It felt like ever. Grounded, could
Right.
not do shit.
Yeah.
Go to your room, solitary confinement type shit. They took all my toys and threw them in the closet,
Tony-
and like I couldn't touch
Tony-
that shit. I was pissed. It was bad. I'm sorry.
Tony, I'm gonna play devil's
No,
advocate.
no.
Okay.
No.
No,
Why?
hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. For the
Whooping.
sake of hearing me
I
out.
got my
Just hear
ass
me out.
whooped and grounded.
No. So the reason why I'm saying I'm playing devil's
yeah,
advocate is, what if she like legit didn't know that you weren't
No,
supposed
she
to
legit
go?
didn't know. Fuck that bitch. Didn't nobody ask you to make no goddamn commentary, bitch? Play your fucking lane. Yeah, she trying to make fucking small talk. Bitch, shut the
Oh.
fuck up. You didn't have to say that shit, you ugly bitch.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
my
Nigga,
God.
fuck her.
Oh my
Fuck
God,
Miss
dog.
Barrett, raggedy
Okay.
ass. Fuck you. I hope.
Okay.
Never mind. I ain't gonna
All
say
right.
all that.
Oh
No,
my
but
God.
my point is, there were consequences. You understand? Like I knew.
Right.
I
No,
said
I
all
get
that
it.
to say that
Yeah.
I
That's a
knew.
hell of a
You
story.
feel me? And
Right.
that ain't the only
Right.
one, nigga. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, your boy was, hey,
Right.
I was in the field early. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to, like,
Right.
I told my mom, this is how I learned how to
I'm with
forge
you.
her signature. I was like, oh, mama, you got such a pretty handwriting. Your signature's so beautiful. Let me see that. And she wrote it down, and I put the piece of
Right.
paper over the top of this third grade. And then I traced that motherfucker, right? Also a progress report that was fucked up. And then, you know, I didn't know. The lady's like, yeah, you forged this because it's pressed too hard. Fuck. But we adjust. We make the adjustments. You understand? So then I
Right.
knew I
So
had to
yeah,
just
let me
freehand. So now I
go
just
back and
kept
do this
practicing her
again.
shit. I kept forging shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? All I do is
Well,
learn
because,
and adapt. So I'm saying these kids don't know how to learn and adapt. Y'all don't have the skill set that
But look,
we had. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
but I was
lazy
gonna
because of
say,
technology.
I don't know if y'all had this when you was in school, but remember you used to get in trouble and then you used to have to write
Yeah,
those sentences and
standards.
shit over and
Oh,
over
over
again.
and over and over. Yeah.
Over and over. So that's why I can say, Tony, I can see you practicing that, because it's like, well, shit, if I didn't have to write sentences all over again, I can practice my mama handwriting and get this
Is what
motherfucker
I'm
down to a
saying.
T.
I got that shit. I can still do it.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Forge her will.
But no, but Tone, what you say I think is true, is that like there are no
There's
consequences.
and then these parents don't want to be
to
parents.
these kids.
Listen, if we're real, if we tell
they
the
want to be
truth, bro,
friends.
and we're guilty of it. Like I'm talking about my household. My
Yeah.
wife very much
Yes.
said to me when we were younger and Jalen was young, I was on his
She-
ass. Like I was legit on his ass. And she's like, "Oh, I want to be
Yeah.
his friend, and I want him to be able to come
Yeah.
and tell me anything." Oh, wait, hold on. I got a thing for this. Hold on. I want to be his friend, and I want him to be able to come and talk to me and tell me whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in conflict all the time. I said, nigga, I got a whole lifetime to be this nigga's friend. I don't give a fuck. I only got a small window to get this brother in line because the world ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yes.
So that's my point.
Word
Yes.
right. Yeah.
We dropped the
I'm
ball
with you.
as parents because I wasn't able to get in that ass the way my parents got in my ass. And yeah, it was a little excessive, but at the same time, it was effective and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
now that you take away
I mean, 'cause we all
discipline, now
turned out
these
pretty
kids
good.
just sit up here and do whatever the fuck they want. They're all strung out on technology. They're all stuck on their iPads and all this other shit. I just seen some shit on YouTube where some little girl tried to kill her mama because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. So I'm just saying, like it's a problem.
I know.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you something. My son's in the room. The only time he's gonna bring his ass out is the motherfucking Wi-Fi go down. Let that Wi-Fi go down. Let the Wi-Fi go down.
Hey.
He come out the room. You know the Wi-Fi down.
My son too.
Motherfucker, I know it's down.
My son too.
I'm sitting here
the
watching TV.
Nigga, I know.
And the TV
I
is
turned it off.
The TV is Wi-Fi, so
Yeah.
yes, I know that motherfucker's down. That's the only time
Uh,
you bring your ass out the
hey,
room.
he don't be watching the pod, so I'm
Oh,
gonna go ahead and tell y'all this.
okay. So I don't know I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow this, fellas, but
right.
that's my career field because I actually train teachers and CDC staff members.
No
So
doubt.
and
No doubt.
so the feedback I got from them and it was constant was that they get no support from the parents, and it all boils down to
Yeah,
parenting.
it starts
I
at home.
mean, what I see is even these are dual parent homes with a
We
husband
don't
and
want to
wife
engage,
that
bro.
these parents they don't want to take time. Uh, they they put an iPad in
Yep,
front of their
yep,
child, and that's their
yep.
dinner time.
All the
Some
time.
of them shouldn't even
Yeah.
be parents at. Some of them shouldn't be parents at
Said that.
all, and then they child cannot do no
0.
wrong. I didn't see a child tear up a classroom, and then the mom come and say, "What you
Oh
do?"
no. Oh no. I wouldn't even
Damn.
think about
I
it.
had I and you I had to I really had to support my provider that,
For sure.
this is not the norm. Uh, this is too bad parenting. And so, and Mel, you're not far off because I was just in a meeting last Wednesday, and I can't say too much about it. Um, it was an uptick in child parent conflict, and you say it was
Mhm.
64%.
Yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
number that was said in this meeting was 63, and this
Wow.
is military.
5 out of 8.
And
Yeah.
and I'm thinking and I'm thinking in
Military.
this meeting, yeah, this is military, and it's due because of unexpected
I was
deployment.
gonna say,
But in
yeah,
the back of my mind,
they
I'm
get to act
thinking,
out.
"Oh, this is the child talking crazy to, Sarah. This is not a child talking crazy to Tawana."
True that.
So,
Tawana
because
guilty too.
yeah, it's a
Tawana guilty too. Don't I mean, listen, I can't even let you do that. Cause I see these people up at
yeah,
these games, like the kids basketball, soccer, football games.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are whoa,
mhm.
it is crazy.
Oh, see that oh, sports is different.
And
But it's
see,
the
that's a
same.
and
It's
different
an
and and, and
extension.
wormhole.
let me
Yeah,
but let me tell you this too. Like in the research in this article that I was referencing, some of the research what they pulled out was where they say that there's the most benefit is because what they're saying is that and this is a really good article because what it did was it talked about the teacher side, the provider educator side, and then they talked about the parent. But the interesting thing that they said that would be of benefit is if both the teacher and the parents came together to then be able because it's not just so much of it just has to be suspension, expulsion, discipline, but it also has to be a combination where the teacher and the parent work together to then
mhm.
help with the child development because they're saying the teachers don't have all the
No.
answers and the
And
parents
if they
damn sure
got
don't have all the
overcrowded
answers.
classrooms,
So
that's hard to deal with. And let's just be real.
right.
They're underpaid, grossly underpaid,
They
you
are.
So
know.
so Tony, Tony, that's a perfect because here's what I because this is what I was gonna go to. Like, so they're underpaid, right? Because let me ask you something.
And overworked.
Let me ask you something. If
And they gotta
if
provide their own
these kids were
supplies.
going if these kids were going to a private school, do you think that that behavior would be accepted?
No, no,
Why?
because the private school has a budget.
Yeah.
They
And the
have a
parents
they
Exactly.
have
are
a budget.
paying, you know what I mean? They got,
Exactly.
you know, skin in the game.
So imagine, yes, they're skin in the game because I'm paying for this. I send you to a free education, then
The
what
government owes
incentive
me this
now that
type
educator
shit.
that but look, that educator's making crumbs. So what incentive do they have besides if they're just a damn it, my camera stopped. Oh, okay. What incentive do they have to unless they're just a good educator, they want to
And
do
there are
what's
some
right
of those, but it's
for the
not
kids.
enough. And
But there
then they
are
get wore
right,
out because
but
badass kids.
right, but what I'm saying is, what incentive do you have to try to do better when we're paying you crumbs on the dollar? You got to buy your own supplies. Then you come into this classroom, you risk getting your ass whooped by one of these kids
I seen
because
too
they're
many
so
videos of that shit
out of pocket.
for real.
You know, these
Mhm.
And you can't fight
these
back.
kids are so out of pocket for how they behave and then, all this stuff, and you still ain't getting paid worth
Or
shit.
shit.
So
Mhm.
What's the
understand
motivation?
that there
What am I
is
supposed to
a
do?
serious lack, and so can I tell you something? This also goes back to my point I said a couple podcasts ago about how smart people are. Well, it's our education system fails
Yep.
us. Now,
Yep.
look, one of the things that we do have to understand is that there are a lot of us, meaning us as adults now, but also kids now, that we survived our childhood despite our
Mm.
parents. Our parents don't always, because as we know, parenting, there's no book
Shit
in
hard,
parenting.
bro.
So you don't know exactly. It's hard. You don't know exactly if you always are
No,
doing the
you're
right
gonna
thing.
fuck
You try
up.
to do the right
You are
thing.
going to
But
fuck up,
but
but you gotta learn from it.
but there are folks who can survive their parents despite their fuck ups. But then there are those who need that guidance. And so typically you try to, hopefully you can get that from school. But then if you got somebody in school who is like, look, man, I'm working my ass off. Not only am I working here at the school, full time, but then I'm also picking up summertime, teaching people,
Them are
Mhm.
doing tutoring
and
in the
some of them
summertime
students
to
are
Mhm.
help,
just as bad or
as well.
worse. Cause yeah.
Let me, Mel,
So so yeah.
let me piggyback on that when you said about the teachers, because the the better teachers, the more qualified teachers, they go to those private schools where they make more money. So
Well, yeah.
you looking at these public schools, these are like first term
Mm.
teachers, the
Yep.
ones that's just there for the paycheck
Yep.
teachers. This is what that community
Mm.
is getting.
And then
They
you
just
also
there.
And then you
Damn.
also have to look at the certain areas
Yeah,
that
bro.
these schools are in. If you're in an area where you got these beautiful homes and they're paying high property
Yeah.
taxes, they have all the resources going to these schools, so then you have the support. The educators have the support that they need to be able to do their job. They're getting paid a decent wage to be able to do their job. But nobody's leaving that job though.
No.
The people are
Mm-mm.
there. They ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
That's real.
So
Mm.
yeah, so I say it is a challenge, man, and I just think that that we have to continue to do more. I think again, I think part of the key of what that article said is that it has to be more of a collaborative effort. Parents have to participate. They have
Have
to
to.
I
participate.
mean,
And look,
uh, real quick too.
I'm not saying that that's easy.
Here's the other problem. Sometimes we got a lot of single families, like single moms, single dads. Shout out to the single dads too. And then now they're having to work additional jobs because
Yeah,
the everything is so high. The rent in LA County is ridiculous. Like here in Inglewood, like a one bedroom can be $3,000. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
So how's
yeah,
my son supposed to pay for that? And he's got a good job. He work at the post office, but like, what is he supposed to do?
right,
And I do want to shout out my son and his co-parent. Both of them are very, very good. They work really well together. Teachers communicate, if one of my grandsons is acting up, and they get on it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how many people
yeah,
are that involved. And then, I mean, separate households, they gotta work together still, right? Because then the kids can manipulate
yeah,
one parent against the
yeah.
other. It's a lot, man. It's involved.
Well, they're not. I mean, not only that, but then you also what the parent goes through just in their daily life of trying to keep food on the
Yeah,
table, trying to keep the rent
yeah,
Mhm.
paid, and then also trying to provide for the kid, trying to be
yeah.
there, trying to have time to do homework, and then getting up early in the
Sports,
morning, taking them
if
to
they're playing
school,
sports
and
and
then right,
school.
yeah,
Ooh,
and and then going to work, dealing with a shitty ass
yep,
boss. You know what I mean?
yep.
Like,
Mhm.
so
It's a
yes,
lot. It's a
there
lot.
definitely are
Golly,
challenges.
that's
Yeah,
It
tough, bro.
yeah,
is.
It's a tough
yeah.
situation,
You
but
know,
I think you guys
you
make
know,
great points where on both sides, you know what I mean? It's like we all gotta do it,
yeah.
but then it's
It's got
like
to be a collaborative.
everybody's gotta pitch in. The same thing we were talking about with the voting and
Yeah,
everything else. It's like we don't
right.
have that sense of
Everybody got to do their
community
part.
anymore. It's like everybody's just selfish and only concerned about
That part
themselves.
right
You
there,
feel me?
Tony.
Oh, okay. Tom,
Tony,
why is
That
that?
part right
Why
there.
I don't
why is
know.
that?
Like
Yeah,
I don't
you been
know.
good.
Like, I have empathy for
Got
my
it.
fellow
I got an
man. You know what
idea.
I'm saying?
I
But
do.
I don't feel like it's always
You ever
reciprocated. You feel me? Like, it's just the
You ever
people are no
you heard
good
you ever
anymore.
heard you ever heard that old saying,
Yeah,
"Crabs
oh,
in a
yeah,
bucket"?
for sure. Yeah,
Crab,
look,
crabs in a
We
barrel.
have
crabs in
I don't know why we have that mentality now, where that
I
came
mean,
from, because
well,
it wasn't like that, like, back in the '80s and
actually, if we
'90s, I
think
don't think.
about it, see, now we about to go down this rabbit hole, and I know we way over on time, so, like,
Sure.
Yeah.
but that's what the
But
whole that's when they, the Black Panthers were, we were community when we had the Black Panthers and all that, and then they started pumping that
mhm,
that shit into the hood, and it turned everybody against us. So we are the children of that generation, and so then we turn around and we start having kids, and now my kid is having kids, and all of that in between, and it degrades more and more over time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nobody.
mhm,
It's like tearing down it's like cutting down a forest to build homes, right? And so your intent might be good with cutting down the trees, but if you don't plant new trees, then you lose the resources. We're not backfilling that stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of it. Everybody's just out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's COVID. I don't know what went wrong where the world is this world is ghetto, bro. Like this shit is fucked up. Like I don't know. This
Yeah.
is
So Emil, just because I wanted to kind of get this out before we like wrap out here. So explain to me when you talk about the crabs in the barrel. Explain to me that analogy,
so
just for others to know.
crab in a barrel is when you see, another person kinda ascend, kinda achieve,
well
um, they don't
crabs. So if you put the
Go ahead.
theory is, I'm sorry, Ian, but let me help you. The theory is if you put a bunch of crabs in a big bucket, right, in a barrel per se, you don't need to put a lid on it because if one crab starts to make his way up out of the bucket, the other crabs are gonna pull him down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the analogy. But if the crabs are, working together, once that one gets up and he reaches back,
They're
and then he
pulling them
and
down.
everybody holds on, we can all get out of the bucket. It's the same analogy as the long spoons at in hell. The people couldn't eat the soup because uh, everybody had a long spoon, but they were trying to feed themselves with this long spoon. They couldn't feed themselves. On the other side, though,
Right,
they I had a long spoon. I'm feeding my man across the way, and then that's how we make
right.
it work. I feed you, you feed me.
I never heard
Yeah,
that one, okay.
yeah. I'm a
Mhm.
Yeah.
proverb kind of player.
But, yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically how it is, yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
you
No.
know, pulling everybody
Okay.
down.
So I understood that, and I just
Yeah.
wanted it to be kind of
For the audience.
talked about a little bit. Just for the audience to understand. Um, I will tell you, I tend to feel like that's not necessarily the case. I know that there are folks who do that, but I tend to look at us as a people who are really starting to kind of come into ourselves a little bit more. I think you're starting to see, more of us be successful,
We
more
have
of us
more
to be
access.
entrepreneurs.
Mhm,
Think I think you're starting to see that, especially with the way that kind of social media takes off because it allows that access, it allows that creativity, it allows that
Feel you, E.
more of us to
I
be
feel you.
out
I
there.
feel you, E.
You know, so
mhm,
so so I see it. I try to look at it that way, just because if and this is probably my main issue is
mhm,
if we continue to paint that as the narrative, then that will continue to be the narrative. So if we look at it and we look at how we're trying to move forward,
mhm.
then that's the way I tend to look
Yeah.
at it. I'm not saying that
No,
you're
he's not
wrong.
wrong
I'm not
though.
saying that
And
that's
that's
not
what
the
I'm
right.
saying. We can
That
you can
I'm
paint
just
you can paint it that way, but
I'm
that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go out here, like there's so
so
much
I don't agree with
negativity.
that.
There's
I
so much negativity.
My
Like you go into the
so my
comments,
question is,
it's
and
crazy, bro. I feel you
I
though.
I respect your outlook and it's positive, but how many of us that actually made it helping other folks to make it? the ones that's unfortunate, that's going to the YMCA to talking to the youth, it's, volunteering, stopping brothers on the corner,
Oh,
helping
you can't
helping
stop
us
brothers
out.
on the corner. You might get shot at.
But but
I
but my
mean
so
I
so
mean, you
my
know what I
thing
mean.
is but my thing is it doesn't have to be the
Yeah.
YMCA, it doesn't have to
No,
be the
that's
corner.
100.
Like
No.
I remember no, I remember when I was when I first became a brand new nurse. I had this brother that worked with me, and he was a friend
Mhm.
of my nephews as well. And he was a transporter. He was somebody that picked patients up and took them to different places and stuff. Not really much of a job that needed anything to be done. I mean, like one of them high level jobs, and so he and I used to talk. And when we talked, I used to tell him, hey man, what you got going on? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to go to school, maybe trying to get a
Yeah.
nursing school. And so I was always encouraging to
And
him. It was like, yo, dude, it's enough up
yeah,
here for all of us to eat.
see,
You know what I'm saying? I said, so
Mhm.
whatever I can do to
and I
help
did the
you.
same
Now
thing.
he didn't end up going
Yeah,
he didn't end up going the nursing route. He ended up going the RT route. Became a respiratory therapist. And so he and I talked afterwards about that. And one of the things that I said to him, I was like, yo, man, he's like, hey, man, the times we talked and stuff, I appreciated that. And I was like, that's cool, man. I said, but all I ask of you is to do
yeah.
that for somebody
And
else
see,
too.
I did that
You know what I'm
same
saying?
thing
Be that
for my
person.
son's
Be,
friends.
be that.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why I say now I can't speak for the general population. I can speak for where I try to make that
Yeah.
difference. And I guess,
Each
maybe
one
it's like,
teach
well,
one.
Melvanti, that's
Yeah.
you. So, but I think that at least in that aspect, I had a cat that I was stationed with when I was in the reserves too. I had a cat I was stationed with. At the time, I was a E5. He was an E5. I look back, and he and I used to sit and talk, man, about our dreams and what we are going to do, going to school and stuff. Now he's a chief. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I retired as an '03. We
Talk that
really
shit.
look to
I
that's why
retired
I
as a
say that
'03.
is because I have looked to try to
Yeah.
help enlighten people, let
Yeah.
them know, hey, you can do
And there
this can
are
happen. You
there,
know what I'm saying?
we are out here because
So that's I guess that's
yeah,
why I try to look at it that way, because as I know that has been the narrative for a while, I try not to look at it that way and just try to be one of those people that's uplifting, because I think when you talk about that and people tend to just only think that way. And so I,
Mhm.
I don't, and don't get me wrong, I ain't saying that you shouldn't bring that up and you shouldn't say anything. No, you definitely, that needs to be known and
acknowledge
talked
for
about.
sure.
I'm just
I
kind of
feel you.
giving the other
I
side
feel
of it,
you.
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
those things are what we are
Yeah.
about, because like you, like me, like Tone, like that's what we are about. And so
Yeah.
as we're on this platform talking to
We're
people,
but
well, I want to
we're
make
we're in the
sure that
minority,
we
bro.
talk
Like,
about that
you
as
know what I'm
well.
saying? And so
Yeah,
I
but I
think
want
to
to make
E's
Yeah.
sure
point,
we talk
yeah,
about that
but
as
to E's
well.
point, it's like,
Yeah,
you know, my wife says all the time, like, you you get so disappointed because you think everybody's like you. She's like, They're not. They're just not. They're not cut like that. Like, you a real one. Like, and
Mhm.
you know, it is frustrating because people are competing. I don't compete. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do because I like the stuff I like. But I'm not a hater. Like, I'm really not a hater. I'm
right.
always like proud of
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody and give it up to everybody. But you know
Supportive
what I'm
and
saying?
yeah.
Like, but there are I have this thing, bro, where it's like I'm at work and all those folks, you know what I'm saying, that don't look like me, they think I'm ghetto. Me. Like, I'm ghetto. You know what I'm saying? But
That's because they don't
you
know what
see what I'm
ghetto
saying?
is.
But that's what they think, right?
Yeah.
Because I am, I wear my shoes, you know what I'm saying? I talk the way I talk. I am who I am. I'm not gonna change who I am, but I'm still qualified to do this job and do everything I do. On the flip side, I'm driving through the hood, going to work. I've had people tell me they hate me and cuss me out and just give it to me, and you don't even know me, bro. Like, so I'm not. So the hood don't mess with me because I'm not hood enough. You know what I'm saying? So it is that juxtaposition, and it is frustrating. But like to Melvanti's point, I just tried to bring like for all my sons, friends, I just try to be a good example and then tell them like, look, this is what's out here. This is what's available. This isn't the road I took. There's other avenues for you to take. I tried to get some of them to go to the military. I was like, bro, I had a great
Right.
time. I learned a lot, made lifelong friends, got a work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Like there are
Mm-hmm.
positives to serving in the
Yeah.
military. I mean, people clown us for being in the military, bro. Oh, y'all some, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Hey, it
we
helped
can't,
me. That's why I got the
you
Mhm.
lifestyle I
understand?
live.
But I'm
You know what I'm
saying they think,
saying? Part of the
and then
Yeah, I
lifestyle
they
I
mean,
think we're
live.
sellouts. Like a lot of our community, to E's
Yeah.
point of crabs in a barrel. So it's
mhm.
different ways to skin a cat, and it's like I can't do it for you. And if that mentality
No.
is the mentality, then we're not going to get any better. You know what I'm saying? And if there's only
No.
three
And
of
see,
us
and we could
and 100 others acting the other way, we're way outgunned. You feel me?
yeah. But see, my thing is, and I wanna touch base back on that one. If I can help one,
Yeah,
I'm good. I've
for
done my
sure.
job. But, I've helped several. But the people that have that mentality that, you're a sellout, look, I got people
For sure.
depending on me. I have
For
mouths to
sure.
feed. I mean, the shit you doing, that ain't gonna feed
No.
nobody. So I gotta do
Yeah.
what I gotta do. So if what the fuck it is you
Yeah.
call it,
I'll be
I'm
that.
that's
Yeah, I'll be
that's
that.
me.
That's cool.
Fuck you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get in my BMW and go to my house
As
with a
you
pool.
should.
Fuck you.
And
Right.
drink his drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We
All right,
ran
fellas.
over, way over.
So hey,
Shout
hey,
out to my
hey,
editor.
it's all good.
He gonna hate it.
I know, right?
But
He about to hate this shit.
yeah, the editor gonna be working
He
long
pissed off
hours,
about this
boy.
one.
Mm,
Yeah,
Sorry, God.
yeah.
Sorry, dog.
Editor gonna need a
Hey, man, we
raise.
need some sponsors,
But
man.
hey,
I
hey,
know.
check it out though, fellas. Hey, good shit though, man. Definitely good shit that we talked about tonight. And I just think that I appreciate conversations like this because I think we need to really have more, insightful conversations about, things like this that's going on in the world.
Mhm,
Look, it is just three of us and we're doing this, but we're also we're on this platform now and we're trying to
Yeah,
trying
we
to reach
are.
other folks and trying to show a
mhm.
different
So
side,
you mother
so
fathers need to click,
so
like, share, subscribe, mofo, so you can get this work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm
Mm.
just throwing that in there.
way to
Yeah, I
hit that,
got
Oh,
you.
Tony.
oh, wait,
I
Way to
saw
wait a
the
hit
minute.
that.
live,
We
nigga. Dang that, nigga.
You
we
Yeah,
saw
did
that?
have
I
All
felt
right.
you.
I like the way you work.
we had our first comment, and
I
so
saw that.
I'm waiting for him
He
to
ain't gonna
respond
respond. Who
back.
was
It
that?
was on our military. I don't know,
It was
but since we start using the hashtag, we start kind of branching out, which
That's
is
what's
kind of
up.
cool.
Hey, let's get out of
what
here.
was it on? What was it
Facebook.
on?
It was on
Uh-huh.
Facebook.
He said he
All right.
disagreed with
Oh,
something we
you know
said.
what?
Yeah.
I
And he
Yeah.
saw
was
that
like,
too. I saw
Yeah.
hey,
So
that
I
too.
want.
please. Okay,
I didn't
elaborate.
understand it.
And he
Yeah. Kind of.
crickets, which is
Yeah,
the point of the
I
crabs
saw
in the
that. Yeah, I
barrel.
didn't understand it.
That's the point of the
Yeah.
crabs in
No,
the
it's
barrel.
not.
It
No, it's
is.
not. No,
It is.
it's not. Some people just don't fucking
Trolls.
know. They don't have a
Yep.
clue. And so,
Trolls.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Shout
anyway,
out to the trolls. We
all
love
right,
the
y'all.
trolls. Come on in
To-
here, dog. I got you. Yeah.
yeah. Tone, hit them.
Yeah.
Like, share,
Comment,
subscribe,
subscribe.
comment,
Good or
hit
not,
us up
he's killing
on all of
himself. He about
our.
to fuck himself up. Oh my God. What the fuck happened
Hey,
with his big
check it
white
out. We
mic?
everywhere, y'all. We on TikTok. We on Facebook.
Everywhere.
We on IG. You get this on YouTube.
Hmm.
Everywhere, anywhere you get podcasts, anywhere you get any type of
3
like
mics,
social media
no
type joint,
filters.
we there.
We
We out
there.
here.
We there.
Love,
Yes.
Three
gang.
mics,
I
no
love y'all
filter.
fellas, man. Y'all my dogs.
All right, y'all. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yep.
Salute.
You salute with
No
the
doubt.
wrong
Salute.
hand? How's that
Yeah.
even?
You saw that?